All right then, so in order to begin our double crochet project, we start as usual with a strand of yarn. We leave a 6-inch tail and then make our slip knot to begin. So I'm using a 4mm hook with my acrylic yarn, and I start with my slip knot, however way you like to make your slip knot. Now I simply make a number of chains sufficient for my desired length. Okay, I always count my chains. Right now I have 10 chains. Now I have 20 chains. So let's assume I want my project to be 20 chains long, or however, this is about 3 inches. Now I want to begin with my row 1, and so if I am using double crochet stitches, I want to chain 2 as my turning chain, right? Chain 1, chain 2. So this chain 2 will count as my first double crochet, which means my next double crochet, my other double crochet will come into the 3rd chain. Okay, so I'm going to yarn over to start my double crochet, and I'll insert my hook into the 3rd chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. And that gives me 3 loops on my hook. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops. I have 2 now on my hook. Then I'll yarn over and pull through the remaining 2. So that makes 1 double crochet for me. So in addition to the chain 2, which served as 1 double crochet at the beginning, I now have another double crochet. Now let's make more double crochets in the remaining chains. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through 2 of the loops. You have 2 now, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2, and that's another double crochet for you. So we're going to carry on in this manner, making sure we're making only 1 double crochet into each chain and not skipping any chain as we go along, right? So the difference between a double crochet and a single crochet is that if it was a single crochet, you will not yarn over initially, you will just go straight into the chain. But for double crochet, you have to yarn over first and then go into your stitch and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the remaining 2. You can see it's a taller stitch than the single crochet, and it makes your project progress faster. All right, so that's how you carry on with all your double crochets for that particular row. And now I have made my double crochets in every chain except for the very last chain. So I'll show you how I finish that row. Now let me make my last double crochet in the last chain. So this completes my row. Now how do I turn and continue to the next row? I will simply chain 2, which will make up my turning chain and also serve as my first double crochet for the second row. Do you see that? So I chained 2 and I turned my work sideways so that I can begin to work along the top of the first row. So I'll simply create my next double crochet by yarning over the hook and inserting my hook in the second, on top of the second double crochet from the previous round. Remember, the chain 2 I just made serves as my first double crochet. So I'm going to make the second double crochet on top of the double crochet in the lower row. So all I have to do now is yarn over, insert my hook into the top of the second double crochet from the previous row, and then I'll continue my double crochet as usual. It's really important to note where you are inserting your hook at this point. Remember, the chain 2 served as my first double crochet. My second double crochet was worked onto the top of the second double crochet from this row. So I'll just continue to work on top of the double crochets from the previous row until I get to the end of the row, where I'll chain 2 again, turn my work and continue. So if you're making any project that is flat and needs double crochets, this is how you proceed. See you soon.